Introduction to bearings. Consider the following scenario. You and your friend get separated in the woods. Your cell phone app tells you that your friend's bearing is 270 degrees from you, and the distance between you and your friend is 200 meters. Can you draw a picture describing your location and the location of your friend? Take a moment to pause this video and think about it, and when you're done, unpause it. How many of you imagine something like this, where you are here facing to the right and your friend is 270 degrees away from the way you're facing? Others may have imagined this. You are facing this upwards direction and your friend is 270 degrees to your left. Which one is correct and why? In order to draw the correct picture describing your location and the location of your friend, we first need to understand what bearing means. A bearing is the angle in degrees measured clockwise from north. Bearings are usually written using 3 digits. For example, 20 degrees clockwise from north is usually written as 020 degrees. This is different than the way that we measure degrees in the polar and rectangular coordinate planes. We are used to starting off on the positive x-axis, in other words, the cardinal direction east on a compass, when measuring 0 degrees, and then we are moving counterclockwise. When measuring with bearings, we begin from the cardinal position north on the compass, in other words, the positive y-axis, and when measuring 0 degrees on the y-axis, and then we move clockwise. Here's an example. You are at position X, and your friend is at bearing 90 degrees from you. Which of these could be their location? Well, remember, bearings are from north, so then if we're going 90 degrees from north, that would be in this direction to the right, so they would be at point B. Your friend could be at location B, since that is 90 degrees from your location, as shown both to the left and below. Because north is pointing upwards at A, 90 degrees from north would be pointing at location B. Let's try another example. You are at position X and your friend is at a bearing of 315 degrees from you. Which of these points could be his location? Is it C, B, D, or A? Your friend could be at location D, as that is 315 degrees from your location. You're pointing north towards A, and 315 degrees from that is 270 degrees plus 45 degrees more to get 315, and that shows up at location D. What is the approximate bearing of A from X? Well, if we look at the direction of A from X, it corresponds with southeast, given over here. So the correct answer to this would be 135 degrees of a bearing. And we can see that the solution shown here is exactly the same solution that we found. The bearing of A from X is 135 degrees. Here's another example. What is the approximate bearing of X from A? So the direction from A to X has what bearing? Well, the bearing of X from A is 315 degrees because we're starting at north and going around almost all the way. So we're going northwest of our point. So that corresponds to 315 degrees for the bearing.